Hi beauty enthusiasts, welcome to Shakti Shringara. This is our second episode in the Vishvigyan series where we expose the hidden toxins in our beauty and body care routines and we reclaim powerful ancestral alternatives. Today we are exposing the toxic truth behind deodorants and antiperspirants and how they disrupt your hormones, overload your lymph nodes, and how the industry profits off of shame. You'll learn today how sweat actually heals you, why scent is a form of real-time body intelligence, and how to support detoxing your body. And then we'll even cover how to make your own powerful deodorant at home for a fraction of the cost. So today is going to be about reclaiming your health, reclaiming your natural scent and your strength. And if you remember nothing else from our chat today, I hope you remember just this one thing. Arrowroot will help you stay dry, and baking soda to kiss the odors goodbye. So let's get started. The big beauty deodorant and antiperspirant marketing narrative that we are being sold is that sweat is dirty, odor is shameful, and smell must be erased. But our body is intelligent. Our armpits, these are skin folds for thermal regulation and toxin release. They weren't designed to be hidden under layers of toxic chemicals. They're sites of detox, immune communication, even hormonal signaling. They cool the body and they release bodily waste and they speak to us through scent. So your sweat actually carries real-time data about your health and fertility and stress and even attraction. And if our sweat glands could talk to us today, what they would be saying is that we are working overtime to keep you guys alive, and this is the thanks we're getting, chemical deodorants. So let's talk about antiperspirants and deodorants. What do they suppress and what do they disrupt? And how is big beauty poison industry profiting off of our shame? So deodorants and antiperspirants make up about 75 billion of the global industry. The biggest players include Procter & Gamble, who makes Secret, Old Spice, Native, Unilever, who makes Dove, Axe, and Rexona, L'Oreal, who makes Garnier and Vichy, Colgate-Palmolive, which is the budget brand, makes Lady Speed Stick and Speed Stick. These giants have monetized fear of our under armpit microbiome. Secret alone brings in over 1 billion annually, and the brands rely 100% on shame-based fear marketing. Fear of sweat, fear of odor, fear of being seen as unprofessional, unattractive, or unclean. In India, the market is actually booming and it's projected to exceed 5,000 crore by 2026. Nivea, Dove, and Axe are flooding both metros and rural markets with gendered ads and chemically loaded sprays. Indian brands like Fog, Synthol, Park Avenue are mimicking Western messaging. They link fake underarm scents to social status, desirability, and confidence, especially through socially class-coded messaging in their ads. Femininity is being sold as sweetness, masculinity as aggression. Natural scent is framed as a flaw, and men are told to conquer odor. Women are told to hide it, and kids to fear it before they even hit puberty. Kids, you're asking. Yes, kids. High school locker rooms are now filled with synthetic spray clouds instead of soap and water. Children as young as 6 years old are being targeted. Teens are sold glittery cans and slogans like "Stay fresh for 48 hours." And here's the deeper scam. Sweat is nearly odorless when it leaves the body, okay? The apocrine glands under your arms release proteins and lipids. And certain bacteria, Corynebacterium, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Staphylococcus, they break those down into volatile odor compounds, and that's what we smell. So our microbiome is actually intact. The balance of bacteria is good, and the odor isn't sharp if that's the case. The scent is not offensive. Your immune system naturally regulates what's happening under here. Commercial deodorants destroy that. That's the ultimate scam. They sterilize your armpits, killing off beneficial bacteria and create an environment for odor-causing bacteria to dominate. You don't just get fresher, you just get fully dependent. And here's something interesting. Did you know that your scent changes depending on your internal state, okay? So stress smells acidic, fertility smells sweet, illness smells metallic or sour. Your scent is an honest signal. Ancestral cultures knew this. Instead of masking it, they worked with it, they supported detox, and they respected what's happening under here as truth. So let's talk about toxins. Antiperspirants use aluminum compounds to form plugs in the sweat ducts. These are absorbed transdermally, okay, especially after you shave. And they've been linked to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Triclosan has been added for antibacterial effects. It's an endocrine disruptor, and it was banned from soaps in 2016 in the US, but it's still used in deodorants. Parabens mimic estrogen, and they are linked to hormone disruption, fertility issues, and breast cancer. And synthetic fragrances contain hundreds of undisclosed chemicals, phthalates, VOCs, so much more. And they label it under parfum. So the underarms are the most absorbent part of our body. Each armpit has 20 to 40 axillary lymph nodes that drain fluid from the breasts, the arms, and the upper chest. You apply this chemical cocktail right next to your immune hubs every single day, it's going to cause damage. And then there's the gimmicks: clinical strength, 24-hour protection, dermatologist recommended. These are phrases, not facts. Clinical just means maximum concentration of aluminum. Okay, the promise is erase your smell. The reality is you just replace it with an engineered chemical scent. And what do you get for it? You get 0.3% more odor suppression, and that's less than 1%, at the cost of 300% more chemical load. That's what clinical means. This is the deodorant version of the SPF scam, and you can find out about the SPF scam in my video on sunscreen. So what actually works, okay? First, we need to understand sweat isn't the problem. Bacterial imbalances. Sweat is detox, temperature regulation, immune signaling. The key is restoring the terrain under our arms. Magnesium hydroxide raises skin pH, killing odor-causing bacteria while letting good bacteria thrive. Apple cider vinegar, one of my favorites. It restores the natural acidity of the skin, which bad bacteria hate and good bacteria love. So let's go deeper into how detoxification actually works. When you stop using chemical deodorants, your body initiates something like a rebalancing process, okay? The lymphatic system, which is very dense underneath the armpit, it begins to drain toxins that have been blocked by the aluminum-based plugs. The skin's microbiome starts to regenerate, and beneficial bacteria start repopulating the area underneath your arms on the skin. Okay, so for the first time in years during this sweat phase, sweat output may increase temporarily, just as your body's recalibrating and coming off of deodorant. The glands will unclog, okay? Your liver and kidneys also offload waste through the skin. So any previous toxic buildup you may have in your fat cells may surface and cause odor under the armpits. This is why people really dislike the odor at first. It's not failure, okay? This is actual cleansing. And if supported correctly through hydration, good food intake, sunlight, and low toxin personal care, the body will reestablish its natural intelligence in 1 to 2 weeks. Your body's brilliant. It's just starting to remember its original rhythm. So to support this, you can really gently stimulate your armpits for lymphatic drainage. And I'll just quickly show you how. You want to take your palm, okay, flat palm, and just put it underneath your armpit and pull towards the center of the body, okay? Repeat this 10 to 15 times. Feels really good on both sides, and you can encourage movement of lymphatic fluid, okay, through the auxiliary nodes, which are good for clearing waste and pathogens. The lymphatic system does not have a pump of its own. It relies on our body movement, our breath, and manual stimulation. So if you can support this flow daily while detoxing, it'll be really good for you. It'll make a significant difference in your body's healing and the scent. And in fact, I encourage you to look at more content on detoxing. My healthcare coach and author of the book The Prime Life, Chad Davis, he speaks on this, on rebounding, food choices, even nitric oxide bodily release. And I'll put a link to his content in my comment section as well. And okay, back to traditional sweat management. We had systems that were working without stripping the body of bacteria: neem baths, mud packs, vetiver, drinking water from copper cups. And these aren't myths, they're real tools. Copper infused water supports liver detox and it reduces internal inflammation. Sandalwood cools, rosewater refreshes. So just basically talking about quick Ayurveda for a second. In the Charaka Samhita, you'd find things like chandan, sandalwood, which was used for cooling and fragrance. Ushita, which is what we call vetiver, is detox and aroma. Svatik alum was used as an astringent deodorizer, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. Pushpa gel, rose water, was also a good solution that can be found in our ancestral texts. So alum, let's talk about that. Look, it's It's good, it works, it's great. It has a larger form of aluminum that's less likely to get absorbed by the skin. However, it's still a form of aluminum, okay? Potassium alum is not totally aluminum free, and using it once in a while is good. Daily, I wouldn't suggest, especially not on shaved skin. So, you know, given how much we've been overexposed to aluminum across our lives, I would recommend baking soda and Arrowroot instead. The DIY homemade deodorant, it costs you 175 to 250 rupees, $2 to $3 USD a batch. Compare that to commercial natural deodorants. They cost 750 to 1,500 rupees, 9 to 13 USD. And, you know, my base recipe for making it is coconut oil, baking soda, arrowroot powder, and just a few drops of essential oil, ones that I like the smell of. I like lavender and sandalwood, but you can use others. I store mine in a clean glass jar, and I just apply it with 2 fingers. And if you try this, you'll wonder why you ever paid to poison yourself. It works so well. So if you're going through a detox, please expect a transition phase. Your body's going to have to unlearn. Your sweat might smell stronger at first. Okay, that's just healing. That's the imbalance leaving your body system. Just let it go. And if you're a very heavy sweater, bentonite clay will work really well for you. Just add some into your formula. If you've got dry skin, add in more coconut oil. If you've got sensitive skin, more rose water, or you can just use rose water. And if you're postpartum, avoid everything except for lime juice and rose water. Babies are still eating from this area, and you want to make sure this is very clean. With teens, their lymph nodes are still developing. Definitely do not load with chemicals. They've got to go full natural. So just to recap, remember this: Arrowroot to keep you dry, and baking soda to kiss the odors goodbye. You're here to smell like yourself. Your scent is your signature. You're never meant to smell like plastic flowers. So let's detox. Let our bodies remember, and let's stop poisoning the systems that are actually trying to keep us alive. And if you're done letting the beauty industry sell you fear and profit off of your confusion about their crazy marketing tactics, please join the Shakti Shringara community. We're here to help, and we're building strength and beauty and clarity, one toxin-free body at a time. Please like this video, hit subscribe, and if you're ready to join the community, please comment, I'm ready to detox. And let's step into a world where you don't have to hide your body under layers of poisons just to love it. Namaste.